Over the last decade, drones have become popular for military, scientific, and recreational use. Phones are ubiquitous today. Today, we'll look at the 15 scariest drone footage. 15. The floor is lava. Some people imagine flying over their hometown with a drone and taking pictures of familiar places. Others thought an active volcano was the best place to fly a drone. Sam Cosman used camera-mounted drones to capture images of Vanuatu's active volcano's Morum crater. Despite toxic gases and boiling lava, Cosman and his team piloted drones over the 7.5-mile caldera. 2 drones were lost, but they recorded video that will aid volcano and ecosystem research. In another drone video, volcanologists decided to fly drones over erupting volcanoes in order to capture images and measurements from the epic danger zones. Guatemalan volcanoes were recorded above. As the drones flew into thick gas plumes, scientists say they'll better understand volcanoes' emissions and warn communities of impending eruptions. In order to collect samples, another team managed to fly drones inside Chile's Villarrica volcano. This measures an active volcano's carbon dioxide level to predict its eruption. There's a shark nearby. Number 14. Vacationing on a tropical island or ocean beach is one of the most amazing and relaxing things anyone can do. Most people fear sharks when they think about swimming in the water. Several drones have captured exciting shark footage in the water. One video captured a Florida shark migration. Several surfers were in the water and surrounded by blacktip sharks. Surprisingly, no surfers were harmed by almost 100 sharks during this migration. In another video, we can see what's believed to be a great white shark approaching a family on kayaks with 2 children. Eventually, the family joined both kayaks to make them appear larger after the shark followed one for almost 100 yards. The shark eventually left after this brilliant move. One shocking video shows shark damage. The shark hunted the seals as they swam on rocks covered in water as the tide rose. As it hunts for food, it finally spots a seal swimming and dashes toward it, catching it in its teeth and devouring the aquatic mammal. While it can be safe to swim in the ocean, we recommend caution and being aware of your surroundings. Rip, seal. 13. Alligator attack. Aside from sharks, alligators are the most dangerous water creatures. The reptile can swim in salt water, but it can't handle it for long. They lack salt glands that remove harmful sodium and other seawater ions. In this video, a drone captures an alligator attacking a man in fresh water in Florida. The man, J.C. Laverde, was swimming to film a promotional video for Defeat X's adventure races. After a meeting, J.C. rushed to the promotional shoot by 1 p.m. and forgot his swim goggles. J.C. decided to swim anyway for the video shoot. 350 yards into the swim, an alligator appeared in the water ahead of him. Thank you. When the teeth clamped down, I instantly realized it was a gator. My entire head and upper chest were inside of her mouth. The drone footage captured the moment the attack happened. J.C. managed to escape but received serious injuries. Craniectomy, a skull surgery, was needed. The recovery will take time for J.C., but we're glad he made it out alive and in good spirits. 12. Send the clowns. Clown history is unique. For a long time, and still today, many people are afraid of them, even though their main purpose is to entertain and make people laugh. Imagine flying a drone to capture stunning Huntsville, Alabama aerial footage. Beautiful shots of trees, fields, and villages are captured. The drone reveals a clown in a cornfield. The clown stared at this drone for a few seconds before running away. The operator avoided the woods to avoid catching the drone in the trees. The drone spotted another clown in the field. This is more drone footage of a clown in an abandoned water park. A clown entered the park and climbed the slides while the drone was filming the park. After some time, the clown gets lost in one of the enclosed slides and grabs the drone. We don't want to know the reason these clowns appear. 11. Signs. Crop circles have been everywhere for a long time. Mysterious overnight formations. They're unknown. Drones capture pattern beauty. Simon Fraser University professor Paul Kingsbury has theories about the circle's origins. Crop circles are caused by magnetic pulses from the Earth's iron core, according to one of those theories. Extraterrestrial activity is another popular theory. Last, it's humans. Drones have recorded unusual circles, from one man in Germany to another located in Vigny, France. The drone footage shows how perfectly measured each area of the circle is and how crop circles vary in pattern. One day, a drone will capture how the crop circle is made. Number 10. Avoid this alley. Tornadoes are terrifying. Buildings, vehicles, and even people are not safe from a tornado. Drones allow us to see tornado damage and tornado movement pattern. Drones managed to capture damage caused by a tornado in Andover, Kansas. We see a tornado tear through a village and destroy several homes and buildings. This footage shows how powerful a twister can be as most structures rise into the air. The video also shows the danger of being in the area as debris flies through the air and crashes to the ground. After the tornado passes through the town, power lines crash and the tornado seems to die down before picking up steam again and causing more damage. Another video shows a Sulphur, Oklahoma tornado. The majority of its footage shows the tornado moving through fields without causing much damage. But it does give a better look at tornado movement. The video shows what happens when a drone gets too close. The recovered Yazoo City, Mississippi footage was amazing, but the drone didn't make it. In its final moments, it captured the tornado passing through trees, resembling a weapon blast you'd see in movies. 9. The perfect storm. Hurricane Fiona's aftermath in Puerto Rico shows the reality of living in an area where natural disasters can occur. The drone was able to record this video of the terrible destruction caused by the hurricane, even though crops had been destroyed and lands had flooded. We can see what appears to be a structure laying on its side with water rushing through it in one of the shots. The building cannot be covered. A bridge collapsed under water is shown. The video also shows flooding inside the buildings and trash and debris outside. There will be a lot of damage from this hurricane, so the recovery time will be long. Another video from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and Sail Drone shows the first drone footage from inside a hurricane. The Saildrone Explorer SD-1045 was sent into the middle of Hurricane Sam, a Category 4 hurricane with 50-foot waves and 120 miles per hour winds. The footage of the hurricane's force gives people who have never experienced one a better perspective, hopefully never having to. 8. Silent Hill, Centralia, PA was a mining town. By 1863, Centralia had 3 mines. So why is this now defunct side town a ghost town after mines opened? Fire is the reason. Since May 1962, the Centralia mine fire has been burning in the abandoned coal mines beneath the borough. The fire's cause and start date are still debated. The fire is still burning and may burn for 250 years, but it has caused most of the town to be abandoned. In 2017, the population listed 5 residents, down from 1,500 at the time the fire started. Even the dead cannot rest in peace. Graves in the town's 2 cemeteries are believed to have dropped into the abyss of fire that rages below them. Greg Walter, People magazine, 1981. People visit Centralia to see the smoke or steam on its empty streets and the graffiti highway, Route 61's abandoned section. The drone captures this highway with shots of people riding ATVs and other vehicles. In 2020, the highway was covered with truckloads of dirt to deter trespassers and hopefully shut it down for good. 7. Is he real? Bigfoot, Sasquatch, is one of the most sought-after mythical creatures. Bigfoot is so popular that a film was made about the legend, released in 1987. Harry and the Hendersons was popular, while most believed the creature was not real, and this was the closest they could get to seeing it. Drone footage may have captured the real thing. Some of the recorded video shows a large creature in a dense forest. The team investigating the large object assumed the creature was laying on its side while trying to determine if it was a bear or Bigfoot. The team traveled to the area to capture footage of the heat signature. The other team members went to the area to see if they could find the source, while one person stayed behind to monitor the drone footage. The drone footage showed them almost next to the object when they were on foot, but the heat signature disappeared and nothing was found. Another video shows a man flying his drone around a park. While observing the park, a large creature runs through. Most people think this is a hoax, but it captures the Sasquatch's mystery. 6. Natural disaster. We discussed tornadoes and hurricanes earlier in the video, but an earthquake was not mentioned. Earthquakes are terrifying and leave lasting scars. Drones can demonstrate how destructive they can be for those who didn't. One drone flew over a Taiwanese bridge that collapsed after a 6.8 earthquake. Most of the bridge is on its side due to massive cracks. What's more shocking is that there were no buildings nearby, so the damage was caused by the ground moving enough to destroy the bridge. Drone video of the damage from another earthquake in the town of Tolentino in central Italy has been released. A damaged building can be seen, but other town buildings are still standing, although we can't see the damage from the drone. Amatrice is worse. Houses, churches, and town streets are leveled. The video captured by the drone shows how powerful and dangerous an earthquake can be. 5. Death-defying. Evel Knievel, Sam Patch, Annie Edson Taylor. These are famous daredevils. Their death-defying stunts thrilled crowds and made them legends. With technology, specifically drones, we can see close-up some of the most dangerous stunts taking place. Hong Kong captured a breathtaking stunt. The drone captured a 19-year-old and his friends climbed to the top of a skyscraper. Technology lets you see most of the city in stunning footage. The climbers were stopped by police as they descended, but they were eventually released. Another video shows a climber ascending Paris Eiffel Tower. The climbers reached the top without harnesses and captured the difficulty of the climb with body cameras and drones. The fact that this took place on a foggy day during the rainy season and the climbers were still able to make it to the top is even more impressive. Unfortunately, the drone operator crashed and received a fine. Finally, another drone video was recovered from Sacramento, California's water. The drone recorded a daredevil jumping off a bridge into the water. The jump was over 100 feet, and many people watched the event. For the record, we don't recommend these stunts. This may be the last jump you ever make. Carl Bonish, a California skydiver, led 4 jumpers in Yosemite National Park in 1978, launching modern base jumping. Carl proved that these types of jumps were repeatable and within the reach of most experienced skydivers using modern gear and techniques. We can see how terrifying and thrilling base jumping can be with drones. A video was released from the world's first fast drone, which followed a wingsuit base jumper at 124 miles per hour. The first drone test, the video, went well. The stunning footage shows a base jumper jumping off a mountain overlooking a village and over a forest. The base jumper lands in the fields to end the video, but the view is stunning. Other videos show that drones can capture overhead video of base jumpers jumping off cliffs. Without following them, you can see the person jump off the cliff, eventually pull out their parachute, and land safely on the ground below. Despite base jumping's advances, we'll watch drone videos to believe it's fun and exciting. 3. Morning Glory. What's up? Morning Glory spillway prevents water from overflowing Lake Berryessa. The water rarely rises to a point where the spillway can be utilized. One person flew a drone down the spillway despite the no drones warning, and the video lets us see where the water will come out. The drone and controller lost signal while looking through the spillway, cutting some of the video. The drone does, however, make it through the spillway, and you can see a lot of graffiti on the walls at the tunnel's end. Other drone videos capture what happens when water overflows. A huge bathtub drain-like hole appears in the water. Water swirls around the spillway before being finally sucked in. Drivers unfamiliar with the spillway may be shocked when the water overflows. Locals may see this as a normal day. Number 2. Do ghosts really appear at night? Necrophobia is a specific type of phobia that involves fear of dead things and death. A person with this type of phobia may be terrified of dead people and things like coffins, tombstones, and graveyards. Necrophobes should avoid abandoned cemeteries, even though most are well maintained. Someone managed to capture footage of Mount Moriah Cemetery in Philadelphia. Before the cemetery was shut down for good, the last burial took place here in 2011. Flying over the area, you can see manned tombstones and monuments in good condition. But other gravestones have what appears to be better graves, covered in grass and weeds. Many tombstones lie on their sides. Friends of Mount Moriah volunteers are slowly restoring the cemetery. The cemetery cost over $500,000 to maintain. Another drone user managed to capture footage of Mount Vernon's slave cemetery. The view of small tombstones is haunting and a terrible reminder of one of the worst periods in U.S. history. This cemetery is not abandoned and is still cared for today. Finally, number 1. Nobody wanders here anymore. Most people are too afraid to enter abandoned or haunted houses. Some drone users manage to overcome this fear by flying their drones inside buildings to see what's inside. The drone video record shows an abandoned building. In the long side, you can see graffiti all over the walls and collapsed ceilings, along with weather damage from no windows. The daytime video lets you see inside. This building would be terrifying at night. A drone flying through an abandoned building is another video. Traveling through, you can see decaying walls, more graffiti, collapsed ceilings, and water flooding floors. Bats hanging from the ceiling in a larger area are shocking. At the end of the video, we can see the drone crash into what appears to be a cell door after smoothly moving through corridors filled with trash and debris. We'd rather not see this at night. And those are the 15 scariest and chilliest things drones have captured. Any thoughts or comments? Let us know in the comments and like and subscribe to this video.